Hey, what's up everybody?
What's going on?
This is Tony.
And I'm Jenny.
And this is Cruise Wars.
Cruise Wars.
Cruise Wars, Volume 9. That's right,
Cruise Wars.
That's right, folks. We're back for another week of Cruise Wars, where we go to battle weekly over the hottest topics in cruising. Jenny, you ready to get this thing going on?
Yeah, you ready to lose your minds?
I might lose my mind.
Might lose his mind.
So if you're new here, what we do each week, we have 8 topics, 5 from the previous weeks, 3 new ones, and we mix them up in a bowl. We draw them out one at a time, and one of us argues for it, and one of us argues against it. And these are topics that people tend to lose their mind over when it comes to talking about cruising.
And then at the end of it, we actually tell you what we actually think.
That's a good point. Make sure you stay until the end, and we'll tell you what our true feelings are. But until then, we're going to put on our game faces.
Cruise Wars!
And we're going to go to war with each other. So Jenny, do you want to tell us the topics from the previous Cruise Wars?
I do. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? Let's do this. Cruise Wars!
Cruise Wars!
All right. The first one, should cruise lines allow bottled drinks or water? Should Carnival sell offer faster to the fun? Should you give others drinks from your drink package?
Cheers!
Should you go number 2 in your cabin? Should the cruise lines limit how much alcohol you can consume?
Nice. All right.
Good ones.
Those are good ones. And the 3 new topics this week. Should you pay extra for food when there's plenty of free food on the ship?
It's a good one.
In the bowl. Should you order multiple entrees or other food in the MDR?
It's good.
Should you check your luggage or should you carry it all on? All the topics are in the bowl. We like to mix it up.
Until he mixes it up for a long time. That's good. See, we're already going to war. That's good. I went first last time, so you get to go first. All right, that's enough. You want to explain the die?
Yeah, so we're going to draw one of these topics at a time. We'll do 3 of them for the show. We're going to draw one out of the bowl. Then we'll roll the 20-sided dice to see if we're for it or against it. Numbers 1 through 10, we're for it. 11 through 20, we're against it. First topic, coming out of the bowl.
Okay.
Should you order multiple entrees or other food in the MDR?
When it says other food, what does that mean?
Like appetizers, salad, desserts. Anything that you should only maybe have one of should you get more than one. 2, I am for it. Let me pull up the old timer.
Pull that timer up. All right, are you ready?
I am arguing that you should get multiple entrees in the MDR.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Go.
All right, so the beautiful thing about cruising, and especially when you dine in the main dining room, aka the MDR, is you should eat as much as you want. If you want a steak, and you want lasagna, and you want the roasted duck, and you want the chicken breast, and you want every appetizer that they offer and every dessert, just ask them for it. They're not going to say no. They're going to bring it to you. They might not look happy about it, but you know what? You paid for it. You paid your money. You're on your cruise. If you want to eat 10 entrees, eat 10 entrees. You know, me personally, I like a little escargot. I also like the shrimp cocktail. Why shouldn't I get both? I do. I get both. I like a little steak. I like a little roasted duck. Why not get both? I do. I like the creme brulee. I like the chocolate melting cake. And I like the ice cream. Guess what? I get all of that too. And you know what? That's my prerogative. Don't tell me how to cruise. I pay my money. I eat as much as I want. You know, sometimes people at the table that are only getting one thing, they might have to wait.
That's it. Time's up. Blah, da, 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 da.
I paid my money. I'll eat as much as I want.
Your time is up. You only get 1 minute.
You started late anyways.
No, I didn't.
Jenny.
Woody.
You are arguing that you should not get multiple things to eat in the main dining room.
Okay.
I've got 1 minute on the clock. Did I show you the bowl?
Like, come on.
Your time starts now.
So when you go to eat in the dining room, you should really just get one entree, one appetizer, one dessert. Do you see the 400 or 500 other people that are in that restaurant? You should just limit yourself to one. Because then you're gonna, like this one said, you're gonna get like 5 desserts, because that would be me. I would want 5 desserts, but you only should get 1, because then you're gonna puke when you go back to your cabin. And if you want multiples of things, go eat at the Lido buffet. I'm done. Oh, well, I'm not done. I still have time. So just because you paid your cruise money,
yes,
doesn't mean that
I paid my money.
Order escargot and not eat it. Maybe eat 1. Oh, I don't like it. No, just order 1 entree. Don't be wasteful. Now I'm done. Oh, look at that. Perfect timing. I'm always in the right place at the right time. You gotta push it up. I mean, really, already.
What do you guys think? Should you load up the table with food, or should you just eat like you do normally, 1 entree, and be done with it? Leave a comment below.
All right. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
The next one. Should the cruise lines limit how much alcohol you can consume?
Wow.
1 through 10 is I'm for it.
Yes.
11 through 20 is I'm against it.
Yes.
Let's see what it is. 17 means I am against them limiting me drinking as much alcohol as I can.
So you should be able to drink as much as you want.
That's right.
All right. Jenny, there's 1 minute on the clock. Your time starts now.
So, you pay a lot of money to get the alcohol package, the drink package, whatever you want to call it. I should be able to drink as much as I want for $60 a day. I mean, sometimes you pay more for your alcohol package than you did the whole cruise. Don't tell me how much I can drink. If I want to drink 15 beers and then go and get 15 more, I should be able to do that. And don't limit me 1 drink every 5 minutes. That is ridiculous. I mean, have you ever seen me just do a shot? I should be able to do 5 shots in 5 minutes if I want to. I pay my money. I pay a lot of money for a drink package. I should be able to drink as much alcohol as I want. I should be able to have as much fun as I want on the cruise. I paid for everything. So you should not limit me.
Time's up.
Time is up. Okay, so now, Tony.
Yes.
You are for it.
I am
You want the cruise to give us rules to follow.
That's right.
Your time starts now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just follow the rules. If you buy a drink package, you know what? You get 15. When you hit 15, you should stop. But more than that, I think that the cruise line needs to be responsible and not overserve people drinks. Just because you're on a ship, just because you're not driving, doesn't mean that you can't drink yourself to a state where you're going to make bad decisions. Now, I know you're saying everybody who drinks is an adult. They should be able to do what they want to do. But I'm telling you, we're in an enclosed space. Some people, when they get drunk, they're just mean. You don't want a bunch of mean people running around, and then some people, when they get drunk, they just don't make good decisions. I think that there is some responsibility that if you're going to pour the liquor freely, that you should take care of people a little bit. You shouldn't let the people that get angry get to the point where they're going to do something to get locked up in cruise jail. And you shouldn't let the people that can't hold their liquor get so drunk that they might get taken advantage of. Yeah, I know the drink package has a limit of 15. That might even be too high. You know, if we were out in the real world...
Your time's over. That's over.
Follow the rules. That's all I'm saying.
I paid my money.
What do you think? Should you be able to drink till you drop, or should the cruise line tell you when to stop?
Drink till you make a fool. Go dancing.
It doesn't take me many
Go
drinks
dancing.
to make a fool. All right. Leave your comment below.
All right. Your turn next to pick the next and last topic
Topic
of
number
Cruise
3.
Wars number 9.
Volume 9. Should you pay extra for food when there's so much free food on the ship?
Wow, it's all about food and drinking tonight.
Food, that's what cruising's about.
That's right. All right, roll that die.
9. You should pay extra for food.
Okay.
When there's free food on the ship.
All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
The time starts now.
Look, yeah, there's plenty of free food, but there's also so much other good food. Like maybe I want some sushi. Maybe I want a nice experience at the steakhouse. Hey, maybe I want a lobster roll. Jenny. Maybe I want a freaking lobster roll that I could not get in Key West, Florida because you did not walk fast enough. That's the truth. I'm glad I get to bring it out here on Cruise Wars. Yeah, so if I want to pay extra money, look, I brought the money. What else am I going to do with it? Like, oh, it's okay for me to go and lose hundreds of dollars in the casino? But I can't have a premium steak?
It's entertainment.
I can't have a lobster roll? But there's so much free food. Don't you feel like you're just wasting money? Look, I'm on a vacation. By nature, I'm wasting money. I could be doing something else with that.
Really?
So, of course. If part of my vacation is buying some extra food, then I'm going to buy the extra food. It's dumb not to. I don't care if there's free food. I yield back my time.
You didn't have any time to yield back.
Could have had a lobster roll on Duval Street.
Really? We stopped for ice cream first.
I forgot about that. We would have not. Oh, the truth. It's like a light just came on. Out of the goodness of my heart, we stopped for gelato, and we did not get a lobster roll. Now I'm mad again.
All right. If you have no idea what we're talking about, just look for the thumbnail that looks like this.
She almost killed me in Key
Because I almost
West.
killed him in Key West.
She got her gelato and almost killed me. It ain't right.
Okay, it's my turn.
Tell me, Jenny, why should you not buy food when there's free food on the ship? You got 1 minute on the clock.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes. So, we work all the time to go on a cruise. We save up our money. We go on a cruise. Why would you want to buy extra food when you can save that money and go to the casino, buy some pitches, go on another cruise even? But there's so much food to choose from that you don't have to spend extra. You know, I know the steakhouse is only like $35 a person, but come on, you can save that $35.
It's delicious.
They have steak in the MDR. They have even like the fish shack, seafood shack that we went to. They have fried shrimp and fried fish in the MDR on the Lido. There's no reason to spend extra money, you guys. Just take what they're given and then save your money for the next cruise. I'm done.
It's ridiculous.
Gosh, I'm perfect tonight.
Time is up.
Getting in those minutes.
Your time is up.
With some good arguments. Team Jenny.
So yeah, we stopped for gelato.
Cruise Wars.
We stopped for
Team
gelato.
Jenny. No. I don't hear him.
Key West.
Don't hear him.
And then we didn't really eat it quick either. We just sat there and then... I don't know, guys. What do you think? Does it make sense to pay extra for food when there's all that free food around? Leave a comment below. What do you like to do?
Yeah.
All right, so now we are going to reveal how we actually feel about these 3 topics tonight on Cruise Wars.
Cruise Wars! Make sure you comment below, too. Like, if you want to hear something that you've seen that people go crazy over.
People lose their mind.
They lose their minds. Okay. The first one that we did was, should you order multiple entrees or other food in the MDR? So my feeling on that is, if you've never had escargot, go ahead and try it. Should you be abusive with it and waste all of the different? No. But like if you just want to order an extra appetizer to taste something that you've never tasted, yeah. But you know what? I'm more of, bring me all the different desserts that you have.
Yeah, I think I'm the same way. So on the first cruise, we definitely loaded up the table, and I think I'm to the point where I just don't want to be wasteful. So
right.
in honesty, I can eat, an escargot, which is just, 6 little snails, and then shrimp cocktail, which is just a few shrimp. I'm not going to waste that, so I might be more inclined. But when it gets to entree time, there's no way I'm going to eat like a whole roasted duck, a lasagna, and a steak. And so I think I'm more inclined not to really load up on that end.
Right.
And yeah, I think most desserts I get ice cream with a dessert, so I do get 2 things. Again, at the end of the day, it's your prerogative. I mean, you can do that. They're not going to tell you not to. Nobody's really going to give you a hard time about it. And when I, the first few times I was like, yeah, I'm getting everything. But then I did notice it was weird that sometimes it would cause the other people to have to wait.
Right.
While they're bringing my extra courses, and so I'm just trying to be mindful of the other people that are at the table, and but yeah, it's really, I think it's personal preference.
Yeah, I agree.
Now I want some escargot.
Now I want some lasagna. It's National Meatball Day.
National Meatball Day.
Okay, the next one is, should the cruise lines limit how much alcohol you can consume?
Yeah, so I guess it's twofold, right? They do, if you buy the Cheers package on Carnival, you're only allowed to have 15 drinks, and I would assume that most cruise lines limit on their drink package how many drinks that you can have.
Right.
So it's probably a question of economics, and it's probably a question of responsibility. I'm sure that they've worked some sort of model to say that they can still make money by selling you 15 drinks or whatever. But I think so. I mean, we've seen some people pretty drunk on a ship that maybe shouldn't have been served as much as they have.
Right.
And I think you can make the argument that, well, you're on a ship, nobody's going to get hurt. But you could also make the argument that you're on a ship
and people can get hurt.
People can get hurt if you have somebody that's drunk and belligerent, or somebody that's so drunk that they can't make good choices. I'd hate to see somebody get taken advantage of. It's a tough call. I used to work in a job where I served alcohol, and part of the job was to try to understand whether people had too much to drink or not, because anybody end up with alcohol poisoning. And obviously, in those land-based jobs, you didn't want somebody getting behind the wheel of a car. And so I think that the cruise line does have some responsibility to do that. But I don't know. It's a tough call.
Yeah, my thought on that is the same thing. I think they should have some kind of regulatory, on it. I mean, really, I know the argument is, well, I'm on vacation and I paid for it and I'm not driving. But there's so many other things that can happen. You could black out. People can get taken advantage of, like you said. And, in a lot, in some unfortunate circumstances, people go overboard.
Yeah.
And I just drink responsibly.
Somebody's got to be watching that.
Yeah, Big Brother has to be watching.
A little bit.
All right, so the last Cruise Wars question
was
for...
What was it?
Number 9 is, should you pay extra for food when there is so much free food on board? So, my thought process is this. If you are going on a cruise, so my thought process is this. If you want a really nice little dinner and you want to splurge, go sit at the steakhouse and have an unbelievable meal. But if you're going with your whole, for you and I, it's not horrible, but if you have your whole family, there's really no need to have to pay extra for any food.
Right.
There's nice buffets. There's, nice food in the MDRs. There's room service. There's food all over the place.
Yeah.
That you really don't have to pay extra for anything.
Yeah, for me, I guess it depends how you look at your cruising vacation. If you're trying to get an all-inclusive vacation where you don't have to lay out a lot of money on extras like food, then I think you got to resist the temptation.
Right.
We tried to stick with food that we couldn't get at home. We did the steakhouse on our last cruise, partly because we wanted to be able to share it with you guys, and partly because it was an opportunity to have a really nice dinner with our family. And then we did the Seafood Shack again so that we could share it, but then we don't really get lobster rolls around here. Exactly. And so
I just need the lobster rolls.
Yeah, we wanted to get the lobster rolls, but it was tough for me. This is one, I don't feel like I'm cheap, but I just feel like, wow, you know, like there's all this free food I could spend. We spent over $100 on extra food, and so you know that's a deposit on another cruise.
Right, and that's the true beauty of cruising, is that it is all inclusive. You know, so it hurt me to do that, but it was really very special to have a nice dinner with your siblings that we don't really get to see often. So it was nice to have that time in a quiet little place of the ship. It was beautiful. But, you know, for me, I'm okay with the Lido buffet and the MDR. I don't need that extra.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to try something exotic or different, get something at the port.
Yeah. We could make it work, right?
Yeah.
Well, what about you guys? You know, hopefully you've already told us how you feel about it. But yeah, it's, again, all this stuff is
Cruise Wars!
Cruise Wars. It's
Team
all,
Jenny.
It's all personal preference. So, we enjoy getting to lose our mind once a week on these things because we see people do it in real life. But yeah, so that's Cruise Wars Volume 9. How did it stack up for you? Hey, we need your help for new Cruise Wars topics. If you got a good one.
The bowl is getting empty.
The bowl gets empty every week, so leave some topics down below. If you like this kind of content, maybe give us a thumbs up so that we know that you're connecting with it. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button with the notification bell so you get notified for new episodes of Cruise Wars.
Cruise Wars.
Team Tony. And you can also explore the description below for all of our social media links. And we'd like to encourage you to go on over to Facebook to the Lido Loca Cruising Community. That's our Facebook group. Pretty vibrant community over there. A lot of fun people, always talking cruising, actually doing the battles of the Cruise Wars on the day-by-day with the topics. And so we'd love to have you join us over there.
That's right. Team Lido Loca.
Who won this Cruise Wars? Team Tony, right?
Team Jenny.
Pretty sure it was me.
Team Lido Loca together.
Pretty sure it was me.
Well,
all I know is...
until the next time.
Now I know the full story about my lobster roll. Until the next time.
We'll see,
Cruise Wars!
We'll see you on
Cruise
Lido.
Wars! Cruise Wars.
Team Jenny.
See you on the Lido.
Bye.
Bye.